Good morning to everyone. Today I welcome all the 11th standard students for the online classes. Already we have seen the recap of the 11th standard, you might have seen in the YouTube, and now we are going to see an important lesson. Before that, I want you to see all the classes, all the subjects that are uploaded in the online, and I want you to be present for the classes, and I want you to revise all the class concepts, answers, one word, everything in the 11th standard portion, because 11th standard is having equal importance as that of 12th standard. So 11th standard portion is important for the entrance examination also. So for all the entrance examination, you need some at least some important knowledge in our 11th standard portion. So you have to study the 11th standard portion also thoroughly. That will be very helpful for you to write all the entrance examination, all the competitive examination, as well as our 11th standard portion. In this year you will be learning some 15 lessons in chemistry, 7 lessons in first volume and 8 lessons in second volume. So here in this concepts, all the concepts will be very fundamental in 11th standard, and in 10th standard you might have studied very easier concepts, whereas this 11th standard portion will be somewhat more higher compared to the 10th standard portion. So for that you must learn all these 11th standard concepts very thoroughly. You must keenly note all the concepts clearly. You must observe the class very carefully so that you can understand everything, and you have to follow all the 11th standard classes. So I want all the 11th standard students to be present in the classes, and you do the everyday homework assignment regularly, so that it will be very helpful. Now the situation is like this, but you don't worry about that. You be in your home, and you can write all the concepts, all the homework in your home itself, and you can send it to me to my number or in the group. So it will be very helpful for you, as well as it will be useful for you to gain some knowledge in chemistry as well as another subject. So you please don't miss the classes. You regularly have a follow-up of the classes, and I want all the parents to be on side of the students to look at their performance and to observe how they are observing the classes. So you must be very careful when your children is in front of the cell, and I want all the parents to observe the students whether they are listening or not, and I want all the parents to have a follow-up of the assignment as well as homework given by the teachers during the classes. And you will be given some time, for example 3 or 4 days will be given for a single homework, and you can do it, and you can submit in the either Zoho or in to my number. So it will be very useful for you during these days. You please listen, you please observe the classes very carefully, don't miss any single class, and you have a thorough follow-up of the classes that was taught in the classes, as well as you have a thorough follow-up of the assignment as well as homework. So I want everyone to listen to my class very carefully, and you must do the assignment also properly. And I want all the parents to have a follow-up of the assignment as well as the class, whether they are observing or not. You must have an eye on whether they are watching the classes or not. Okay, so we'll go into the class today's session, and I want you to I want you to listen to the important concepts in chemistry, and this lesson will give you the basic concepts of chemistry. That is, the lesson name is Basic Concepts of Chemistry and Chemical Calculation. Before that, in our day-to-day life, everything we come across, it involves chemistry. For example, when you wake up early in the morning, you will be sleeping in a bed that is made up of natural fiber, that is cotton, and your pillow that is made up of this natural fiber, that is the pillow cover, it is made up of this natural fiber, cotton, and the dress you are wearing, that will be also be cotton or natural fiber, or it may be synthetic fiber. And as well as when you go to go to the bathroom to take a bath, the soap you are using, it is the salts of fatty acid, and the toothpaste you are using, it consists of this calcium, fluorine. So and when you come into your home or your house, the comb you are using, it is made up of plastics, it is nylon. And the brush you are having, the bristles, it is made up of nylon, as well as the shoes you are wearing, that will be made up of this leather, as well as you are having canvas shoes, and as well as the dress you are wearing, it is made up of this fiber, synthetic fibers, cotton, it may be natural or it may be synthetic fiber. And in our life also, from the chemical industry, they are preparing the dyes, they are preparing some chemical compounds that will save life, and they are preparing now our chemists and scientists, they are busy in preparing a vaccine for this COVID-19. So it is very important, that is the chemistry is involved in our day-to-day life in each and every single aspect. Our body is made up of chemical compounds. It is made up of some of the common elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, each and every single cell, it is made up of chemical compounds. And there are some biochemical reaction that is happening in our body. So because of that only we are alive. If the biochemical reaction is stopped, we are not alive. So the chemical reaction play a vital role in our body also. So our body also function mainly due to these biochemical reaction. The blood, it is made up of hemoglobin, and the main part is iron. Iron, it is nothing but the metal. So this iron, it is a chemical element that is present in hemoglobin. And water, we are drinking water, it is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. And the food we are eating, it may be some of the carbohydrate, or it may be vitamins, or it may be minerals, or it may be fat. Each and everything, it will be made up of this chemical compounds. And the water, for purifying water, we are using this chemical substances. And for the cosmetics we are using, the cosmetic items we are using, it is made up of these chemical substances. So we are somewhere or the other, or directly or indirectly, we are in touch with chemistry. So not only chemists are involved in chemistry, but each and every people in our life, even you are involved in your chemistry. In your classroom, when you come across the bench, it is made up of the steel as well as wooden benches. So it is made up of some chemical compounds. So each and every aspect, each and every thing in our life, it is made up of this chemistry. Our chemistry is not only for chemists, it is for each and every single human being. So we cannot avoid chemistry, and we cannot avoid studying this chemistry subject also. So it is very important to have a look at these chemical reactions that are happening around us. So it is very important to study this lesson, because it involves the basic concepts of chemistry and chemical calculation. Now in this lesson you are going to learn about the difference between elements, compounds, and the atoms present in the compounds. What are the atoms? How many atoms are present? For example, if it is an element, whether it is atomic or it is monoatomic or polyatomic, and the oxidation number, how to calculate the oxidation number, how to balance a particular chemical reaction, and what is the mole, what is an Avogadro number, what is the molar mass, what is an average atomic mass, what is the relative atomic mass, and what is the relative molecular mass, and how to calculate the empirical formula, how to calculate the molecular formula. Everything we are going to learn in this lesson. How to balance a particular chemical reaction, and what are the oxidation number, what are the atomic mass of some of the elements, what is an Avogadro number, what is the redox reaction, what is the oxidation reaction, what is reduction, everything, what is auto reduction, everything we are going to learn in this lesson. How to balance a simple chemical reaction, and how to balance a redox reaction, and how to and what is stoichiometry. So everything, these are the concepts you are going to learn in this lesson. So this lesson is very, very important. You must learn thoroughly this lesson. It involves many problems, sums. So this basic concepts of chemistry and chemical calculation will give a overall view about chemistry. So it is very important to learn this lesson. And we know that matter is made up of what? matter is made up of atoms and molecules. And what are the three states of matter? The three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, what is a matter? What is a matter? Matter is nothing but anything that occupies space, anything that has mass and occupies space is known as what? Matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space is known as matter. So எதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு மாஸும் அது வந்து ஒரு ஸ்பேஸ் ஆக்குப்பை பண்ணி அதுக்கு மாஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது பேர் என்னது? மேட்டர். மாஸ்னால் என்னது? வெயிட். வெயிட் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து என்னது? மேட்டர். There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. We know that from the earlier classes itself we have studied there are three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gases. So here in this lesson we are going to classify this matter. Matter is made up of atoms and molecules. So we are going to classify this matter. First one, it is physical classification. Physical classification. So we are going to classify this matter, that is physical classification. Second one, chemical classification. Chemical classification. Physical classification and then chemical classification. So matter வந்து ரெண்டு classification பிரிக்கிறோம், physical classification and then chemical classification. In the physical classification we know that physical is what? Depending upon the appearance. வெளி தோற்றத்தை வச்சு சொல்கிறது என்னது? physical properties or physical classification. So how can you classify the matter? We have classified the matter as solid, liquid and gas. So எப்படி பிரிச்சிருக்கோம்? solid, liquid and gas. So physical classification there are three types: solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so can you give an example for the solid, liquid and gas? Solid liquid convert ஆகிறது, liquid gas convert ஆகிறதுக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடுக்க முடியும்? What is an example for the solid, liquid and gas? The common example you can give is what? Ice. So ice cube, it is an example for what? Solid. And water, it is an example for what? Liquid. And gas, it is an example for what? Water vapor, it is an example for what? Gas. Okay, so these are all example for the physical classification. So here this ice, when it is boiled or it gets melted and give rise to water, it gets evaporated to water vapor. So here it is evaporation, and when water vapor is converted into water, that is what? Condensation. So here two processes involved, that is evaporation and condensation, melting and then evaporation and condensation. So an example for this physical classification is this ice, water and water vapor. Okay, then matter is classified into as a chemical classification. So in chemical classification there are two types. What are the two types? It is mixtures and pure substances. Mixtures and pure substances. So chemical classification we are classifying into two types: mixtures and pure substances. Okay, what is a mixture? If there is more than one or two or more entity present in a substance, it is known as what? Mixture. ஒன்றுக்கு மேற்பட்ட 2, 3, 4ன்னு நிறைய சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ஒன்றா சேர்ந்துருந்துச்சுன்னா அது வந்து என்னது? மிக்சர். ஸோ மிக்சர் it is classified into two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Mixture it is classified into two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Mixture it is classified into two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Homo means similar. When you see only one face, பார்க்கும்போது ஒரே ஒரு liquid மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சுன்னா அது வந்து என்னது? homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture example what? Tea. The tea you are drinking every day, you are drinking green tea or green tea. Okay, green tea is an example for what? Homogeneous mixture. You can see only one single face, but it involves water and decoction. So this homogeneous mixture example what? Green tea. And heterogeneous mixture example oil in water. Okay, oil in water. Oil in water. So when you dissolve this oil in water, what happens? You can see two layers. So there will be different layers, different phase will be present. Then it is known as what? Heterogeneous mixture. And then we are classifying the pure substance into elements and compounds. Pure substance into two types: pure substance into two types, that is elements and then compounds. Pure substance ரெண்டா பிரிக்கிறோம், elements and then what? Compounds. Elements and compounds. Okay. So can you give one example for element? What is an element? Elements and compound. Elements and compounds சொல்ல முடியுமா? So chemical classification, we are classifying into what? This mixtures it is classified into homogeneous and heterogeneous, and for that example green tea and then oil in water. Pure substance it is classified into element and then compounds. Okay, now we will see this classification in detail. Okay, so physical classification. So before that, so in physical classification what happens? So here physical classification, I told that here there is solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so the solid can be converted into liquid and the liquid can be converted into gas by changing the temperature and pressure. Am I correct? Temperature pressure change பண்றது மூலமா solid liquid ஆவும் liquid gas ஆவும் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிரலாம், change பண்ணிரலாம். For example, solid when it is heated it gets converted into what? Liquid. Liquid when it gets heated it is converted into what? Gases. So by changing the temperature and pressure I can able to convert the solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Then chemical classification, I told about the homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Then I told that it is classified into pure substances. Okay, mixtures it is classified into homogeneous mixture and what? Heterogeneous mixture. Here it is heterogeneous mixture, and this chemical classification it is classified into pure substances. So pure substance enna pirikirom? Elements and compounds. So pure substance it is classified into elements and what? Compounds. Pure substance it is classified into elements and compounds. Okay, so here can I give one example for element? Element will be a single entity, and can I give an example for element? For example gold. Okay, only one single element. And what? This silver, it is one element. It is a metal and it is an example for element. If there is only one atom is present, so this element is again classified into monoatomic and polyatomic. Mono means one. ஒரே ஒரு atom இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது என்னது? அது வந்து monoatomic unit. So here this silver and gold is what? Monoatomic. Silver and gold is what? Monoatomic. If more than one or more atom is present, ஒரு ஆட்டத்துக்கு மேலே இருந்துச்சு, நிறைய ஆட்டம் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? அது எப்படி சொல்லுவோம்? Polyatomic unit. So I'll again write. So elements it is classified into monoatomic and polyatomic. Okay, monoatomic and polyatomic. So monoatomic when only one atom is present. Monoatomic, or mono means one. So monoatomic when only one atom is present. For example here it is gold. Then polyatomic unit if more than two or more atom is present. Poly means more. Polyatomic unit if more than one or two or more atom is present, then it is known as polyatomic unit. Polyatomic unit, can I give you some example? For example this hydrogen, see H2, two hydrogen is present, so it is a polyatomic. Then this water, then the phosphorus P4, 4 phosphorus is present, then it is polyatomic. Then sulfur S8. So these are all example for what? Polyatomic unit. What is an atom? Atom is a electrically neutral particle. Atom வந்து ஒரு neutral particle, electrically neutral particle which has the fundamental particle or which consists of fundamental particle like electron, proton and neutron. So atom வந்து ஒரு electrically neutral particle. Atom வந்து என்னது? Electrically neutral particle which consists of fundamental particle. So அந்த electrically neutral particle என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கு? Consist of fundamental particle like electron, அதுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கு? Electron, proton and neutron. Electron, proton and neutron. So atom is an what? Electrically neutral particle that consists of what? Fundamental particle like electron, proton and neutron. So அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு ஆட்டமா இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா அது வந்து என்னது? monoatomic unit. நிறைய ஆட்டம் இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா அது வந்து என்னது? polyatomic unit. Okay, so polyatomic unit, these are all example, and monoatomic unit, these are all examples. Okay, So this is about the classification of this matter. Okay, matter is classified into two: physical classification, chemical classification. And here next one is compound. I told that this pure substance is classified into what? Elements and compounds. This compounds are made up of different atoms. It may be made up of similar atoms or different atoms. Okay, different two or more atoms present in a compound. Okay, now but the constituent atoms will have different properties than that of the compound. So compound constituent atomத்தையும் பார்க்கும்போது இந்த constituent atomத்துக்கு உடைய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியும் compound உடைய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியும் கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது ரெண்டும் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்கும். For example, sodium chloride. We know that sodium is a what? Shiny metal. Yeah? Sodium is a shining metal. It is a shiny bright metal, whereas this chlorine, it is an irritating gas. Chlorine வந்து என்னது? Irritating gas. ஸோ தனியாக சோடியமாகவும் குளோரினாகவும் இருக்கும்போது அவங்க வந்து எப்படி இருக்காங்க? வேறு மாதிரி ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸில் இருக்காங்க. ஒன்றா சேரும்போது வேறு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி இருக்கும். அதான். ஸோ ஓகே, ஒரு காம்பவுண்ட் வந்து வேறு ஒரு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியாக இருக்கும். எலமெண்ட்ஸ் அவங்க ஆட்டம்ஸாக இருக்கும்போது வேறு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி இருக்கும். அதான். ஸோ ஐம் கோயிங் டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் தட் கான்செப்ட். Okay, so sodium is a shining metal, whereas Cl is an irritating gas. But when they combine, ரெண்டு combine ஆச்சுன்னா நமக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும்? We'll get the sodium chloride. What is the sodium chloride? It is nothing but our edible salt or common salt. நம்ம சாப்பாடில் போட்டு சாப்பிட்ற salt, edible salt or common salt, which is very important biologically as well as chemically. Okay, so this is about the compounds. So we have classified the matter, physical and chemical classification. I want you to study that flow chart also. Okay, now atomic mass. It is very difficult to calculate the atomic mass, which has a diameter of 10 power minus 10 meter. 10 power minus 10 meter and mass of 10 power minus 27 kilogram. 10 power minus 27 kilogram. So for that they have introduced a relative scale. அதுக்காண்டி ஒரு relative scale வந்து அவங்க introduce பண்ணாங்க. அதுக்கு பேர் என்னன்னா unified atomic mass. So the unified atomic mass or atomic mass unit is defined as the number of atoms present in 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope. 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope. So 1 AMU, which is approximately equal to, or 1 U is approximately equal to 1.6607 into 10 power minus 27 kilogram. 1.6607 into 10 power minus 27 kilogram. So that is your what? One atomic mass unit or one unified atomic mass. So it can be, nowadays it is denoted as U. So in the earlier days it was denoted as AMU, the unit is, but nowadays they are giving us 1U. Now we are going to learn about the relative atomic mass. So atomic mass, the relative atomic mass is nothing but the standard atomic weight. 10th la படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Relative atomic mass, it is represented as AR. AR is equal to average atomic mass. Average mass of the atom. Average mass of the atom divided by unified atomic mass. Average mass of the atom divided by unified atomic mass. Average mass of the atom divided by unified atomic mass. Average mass of the atom divided by unified atomic mass. Okay, so this is what. Then for hydrogen it was found out to be, the AR was found out to be approximately equal to 1.008. Okay, atomic mass unit. For hydrogen it was found out to be 1.008 atomic mass unit. And now what about this average atomic mass? Average atomic mass is nothing but the average of the atomic mass to the unified atomic mass. So it is the ratio of the average of the atomic mass to the unified atomic mass, that is known as what? Average atomic mass. And what about this relative molecular mass? Relative molecular mass is nothing but the average of atomic mass divided by the or it is nothing but the sum of the atomic masses of the constituent present in the element, or atomic masses of the elements present in a molecule, that is known as what? Relative molecular mass. So we will calculate relative molecular mass of hydrogen. hydrogen உடைய relative molecular mass வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவோம் calculate பண்ணுவோம். I told that it is the sum of the mass of the atoms or sum of the atomic masses. இல்லையா அப்போ என்ன செய்யணும் hydrogen 2 hydrogen is present and already I told that what is the atomic mass of hydrogen 1.008. So it will be equal to what 2.016. So this is what the relative molecular mass of hydrogen. So each and every problem I want you to write in the note. You assign a separate note for this lesson and you write these things, these problems in your note. I am giving as well as the example problem as well as the inside problem as well as the book back problem. So you write in a separate note continuously. Okay, so relative molecular mass of hydrogen, it will be equal to the number of moles into atomic mass of the atom present in that compound, 2 into 1.008. Then we will calculate for what? C6H12O6. C6H12O6 is nothing but what? Glucose. So we will calculate for glucose. C6H12O6, it is nothing but glucose. How to calculate? So relative molecular mass is equal to carbon, 6 carbon is present, 6. What is the atomic mass of carbon? For that only I have given one table. So at the end of the class you memorize all the atomic number as well as atomic mass of these elements. Okay, so அதுதான் அந்த டேபிள் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். இது என்னது கார்பன், கார்பனுடைய atomic mass என்ன 12. Okay, then here 6 atom is present, so 6 into 12 plus 12 hydrogen is present, 12 hydrogen, so 12 into 1.008, then 6 oxygen is present, so it will be plus 6 into, what is the atomic mass of oxygen? It will be 16, so into 16, so it will be equal to 72 plus 96 so it will be equal to, so you will have it as 12. Okay, 12 into 1.008 or 12, we will have it as 12. So 72 plus 12 plus 96, so it will come around 16 into 6, it will be 96. So 1.008 in pota enna varum 20 or 12, it will be equal to 8 2 is 16, 1 0, 1 2 is 2, 1 8 is 8, 0 0, 1 1 is 1, then 16 9 0, then 12.096. Okay, 12.096, or when you round off 1.008 na 1 ன்னு வச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா இந்த 0.96 தான வருது, அதனால இத ரவுண்ட் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா it will be 1 only. So round off பண்ணல அப்படியே போடனாலும் ஓகே தான். Okay, so 72 plus 12.096 plus 96, so when you add this one, what is the answer? 12, 72 and 96, so it will be equal to 0 1 8 9 18, 180.096 U, 180.096 what relative molecular mass gram per mole. Okay, since it is molecular mass, it is gram per mole. Okay, so this is the answer for these things. Okay, then related to these problems, related to these things, so இது ஒன்றுன்னு எழுதிக்கோங்க, இது ரெண்டு ரிலேட்டிவ் மாலிகுலர் மாஸில் இது ஃபஸ்ட்டு ப்ராப்ளம், அடுத்து ரிலேட்டிவ் மாலிகுலர் மாஸில் இது செகண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம். தயவுசெய்து இதை பார்த்தனால எழுதிக்கோங்க, புரியலைன்னா நீங்கள் யூ மேக் அ கால் அண்ட் ஆஸ்க் த டவுட்ஸ். ஓகே, தென் நவ் ரிலேட்டிவ் அது வந்து மிஸ் எதுக்கு எழுதியிருக்கேன், ஸோ இந்த டேபிள் ஃபார் வாட் ஐ ஹவ் ரிட்டன். ஓகே, யூ லேர்ன் தீஸ் அட்டாமிக் மாசஸ். ஓகே, இட்ஸ் வெரி சிம்பிள். முதல்ல அட்டாமிக் நம்பர் வந்து ஒரு 30 எலமெண்ட்டு படிச்சுக்கோங்க, அது அப்படியே டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா என்ன கிடைக்கும்? அட்டாமிக் மாசஸ். ஸோ அட்டாமிக் நம்பர் எப்படி பாருங்கள், இதுக்கு 1, ஹைட்ரஜன் ஹீலியம் அப்படி 30 எலமெண்ட்ஸு படிச்சுக்கோங்க, இதுக்கு 1 அட்டாமிக் மாஸு. ஓகே, 1.008. கார்பனுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 6 வரும் அட்டாமிக் நம்பர், அதை டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா 12. நைட்ரஜனுக்கு 7 வரும், அதை டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா 14. ஒரு ஷார்ட்கட் மாதிரி தான் சொல்லித்தரேன், அவ்வளோதான். ஆக்சிஜனுக்கு வந்து 8, டபுள் பண்ணால் 16. சோடியம் 11 வரும், டபுள் பண்ணால் 22, ஆனால் இங்கே 23 இருக்குது. மெக்னீஷியம் 24, சல்ஃபர் அதே மாதிரி 32, okay, 16 32, chlorine 17 34 something, okay, but it is 35.45, கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ நீங்கள் ரிமெம்பர் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்காண்டி அந்த மாதிரி சொல்கிறேன். அந்த அட்டாமிக் நம்பரை டபுள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு சில இதுக்கு வந்து கரெக்டாக ஃபிட் ஆகும், சில இதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகே, அப்படி இல்லை அப்படின்னா யூ மெமரைஸ் ஃபார் அட்லீஸ்ட் 30 elements, யூ மெமரைஸ் த அட்டாமிக் நம்பர் as well as the you have in memory of the at least 30 elements with their atomic number and atomic mass. Okay, and we'll see some other problem. So the third problem வச்சுக்கிறோம். For example, this is ethanol, C2H5OH னா வந்து என்னது ethanol. ஸோ எத்தனாலுடைய என்ன பார்ப்போம், எத்தனாலுடைய ரிலேட்டிவ் மாலிகுலர் மாஸ் பார்ப்போம். ரிலேட்டிவ் மாலிகுலர் மாஸ்னா என்னென்னா இட் இஸ் த சம் ஆஃப் தி அட்டாமிக் மாசஸ் ஆஃப் தி கான்ஸ்டுவெண்ட் present in a molecule, some of the atomic masses sum பண்ணா கிடைக்கிறது என்னது relative molecular mass. So here for ethanol formula என்னது C2H5OH. இதில் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தில் என்னென்னா கொஸ்டினில் சில நேரம் ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க, நேம் கொடுத்துருக்கலாம், இல்லை காம்பவுண்டோடைய ஃபார்முலா கொடுக்காம இருக்கலாம். அப்போ அந்த ஃபார்முலா உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். அட்லீஸ்ட் புக்கில் இருக்கிறதுக்காவது கரெக்டாக நீங்கள் ஃபார்முலா பார்த்துக்கோங்க. எத்தனாலுக்கு என்னது C2H5OH. ஸோ ஹவு டு கேல்குலேட்? ஸோ ஹியர் இங்கே வந்து என்ன இருக்குது, here 2 carbon is there. So 2 carbon இருக்கு, 2 12 2 carbon, so 2 into 12. So here the atomic mass is 12 and 2 carbon is present, and hydrogen 5 hydrogen is present, as well as water. Here the atomic mass of this hydrogen is 1.008, and for oxygen 1 oxygen is present, atomic mass 16, and for hydrogen 1 hydrogen is present. So here 12 into 2 it is 24. So 24 plus 5.0 24 plus 5.040 5.040 16 and 1.008, it will be equal to 46.04 or 46. So it comes around what, 46. Okay, so here 7 12 16, this one 3 46. Okay, 46.04. ஓகே, 2 கார்பன் இருக்குது. அப்போ 2 அதில் வந்து என்ன பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, 12 வந்து அட்டாமிக் மாஸ், தென் 5 ஹைட்ரஜன், ஸோ 5, அண்ட் தென் த அட்டாமிக் மாஸ் ஆஃப் ஹைட்ரஜன் இஸ் 1.008, and oxygen வந்து 1 oxygen is present, and atomic mass is 16, so it comes around 16, and here the 1 hydrogen is present, so 1 into 1.008, so adding everything we get this 46.048. Now atomic relative molecular mass of potassium permanganate, KMnO4. So K, it is only 1 K is present, atomic mass is what, 39.10, plus 1 manganese is present, so the atomic mass is 54.94 for manganese, and for oxygen 4 oxygen is present and atomic mass is 16, so by calculating we will get 158.04. Okay, and now potassium dichromate formula is K2Cr2O7. So this is potassium permanganate, potassium permanganate, okay, potassium permanganate, and this K2Cr2O7 இதுக்கு பேர் என்னன்னா potassium dichromate. So if you learn the formula also, it will be well and good, as well as the name, it is well and good. Potassium dichromate na K2Cr2O7. So here 2 potassium is present, அதனால 2 போட்டிருக்கேன். Atomic mass of potassium is 39.10 plus 2 chromium is present, அதனால 2, and atomic mass of chromium வந்து 51.9 plus 7 oxygen is present, and we know that atomic mass of oxygen is what, 16. So when you calculate, you will get 294. And then for C12H22O11, it is nothing but sucrose. So sucrose formula வந்து C12H22O11. So here 12 carbon இருக்கு, அதனால 12, atomic mass எவ்வளவு 12, and here 22 hydrogen இருக்கு, அதனால 22 into 1.008 plus, and oxygen எத்தனை இருக்கு, 11 இருக்கு, அதனால here 11 into 16. So 11 into 16. So here when you calculate, you will get 342.176. So these and all you copy in your note and write down. I want you to write all the problems in a separate note. ஸோ டோன்ட் ஆஸ்க் மீ அகெயின் எங்கள் ப்ராப்ளம்லாம் எழுதலை வைக்கல அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. இப்போ நான் மிஸ் நடத்தி போட்டு எழுதுறதே நீங்கள் டைம் எடுத்து கொஞ்சம் எழுதிக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா திஸ் லெசன் ஃபுல்லி இன்வால்வ்ஸ் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த கேல்குலேஷன். கெமிக்கல் பேரே பாருங்கள், கெமிக்கல் கேல்குலேஷன்ஸ். ஸோ யூ மஸ்ட் அசைன் ஒன் நோட் அண்ட் தென் ரைட் த each and every concepts, each and every thing in your note. Okay, here I want you to learn all these things, that is ethanol, its relative molecular mass, and this potassium permanganate, its relative molecular mass. Maintain a separate note and learn everything. And I want you to your assignment is you write in a separate paper these problems and send it to me. That is your assignment, because I want to know that whether you are following or not. So 1 2 3 4 5 problems. Okay, so these problems you write and send it to me for this class. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.